The Couple Next Door, written by Peg Lynch and starring Peg Lynch and Ethel Bunce.
I don't think I got this hem pinned in right. Does it look even?
I don't know, dear. Turn around.
Honestly, I wish the fashion experts would stop changing their minds every 2 minutes. Suddenly, every single dress I have is too long.
I know. What are they wearing them now?
14 and even 15 inches from the floor, but I think 14's the shortest I want mine. How does it look?
Now stand still. A little long in the back.
Yeah.
Mommy?
Oh, hi, Betsy.
Where's the yardstick? Let me measure it as you turn around slowly.
Right here.
What can Susie and I do now?
Oh, hello, Susie. I didn't even see you.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Susie.
Hello. What can we do, Mommy?
My goodness, can't you play with your dolls, your dollhouse?
Why don't you play outside on such a nice day? All right, now turn around slowly.
Yeah.
You wanted at exactly 14?
Well, what do you think?
That's a good length. Turn around.
You ask her. No, you.
Ask me what? Come on. I'm in a good mood. What is it?
Can we dress up and have a tea party?
Oh, yes, I guess so. Dress up in what?
Susie wants to go home and dress up in her mommy suit. And can I have one of your hats and some earrings and some shoes?
Oh, my, yes, sure.
And I'll let you wear my good amber beads.
I'm going to be Mrs. Jones and Susie's Mrs. Smith. No, I'm Mrs. Jones and you're Mrs. Smith. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well, Mrs. Jones and Mrs. Smith, you hurry now and get ready for your tea party because it's 4:30. Now run along, and Mrs. Smith, don't take my new hat.
Now, here is timely news from Firestone. Do you know that your nearest Firestone dealer or store featuring home and auto supplies is headquartered for bargains in recreation equipment? For example, fishermen can now get a complete 163-piece casting outfit for only $24.88. Golfers will be interested in a dozen Imperial golf balls for only $4.99. If baseball is your game, you'll surely want the Olympian Fielder's Glove, specially priced at only $3.88. Then, too, there's a complete line of picnic supplies, including the handy Cola Cooler portable refrigerator that keeps bottled beverages ice cold for hours at a time. Now on sale at the special low price of only $8.88. These are but a few of the amazing values now on sale at your nearby Firestone dealer. You can buy on convenient budget terms or open a 30-day charge account at your nearby Firestone dealer or store.
What's that you're going to serve at her tea party?
Oh, I'll make some cambric tea, and they can each have a cookie. I thought I'd let them use my good demi-tasse cup.
I hope they don't break them.
Oh, they'll be careful. I know they will.
Well, hi.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, I didn't hear you drive in.
Oh, well, I did.
Well, what are you doing home so early?
Well, I thought maybe we could have an early dinner so I could work in the yard while it's still light.
Well, yes, but I haven't even started dinner. Betsy's having a tea party with that little Susie from down the road.
Oh, they're so cute. Susie went home to dress up in her mother's clothes. She is Mrs. Jones, and Betsy is going to be Mrs. Smith.
If you're not too hungry, I could just stir up some waffles. That'd be easy. What are you looking at?
I was looking at the back entry here and the steps leading down into the garage.
What about it?
Well, it looks terrible. It doesn't even look finished.
I know. Is this the first you've noticed it since we moved in last November?
No. It's not the first time I've noticed it, but I've been meaning to ask you about it, and then I forget.
Ask me about what?
Shall I put the cups and saucers and teapot on a tray for the girls?
Yes, if you will, Aunt Effie. Ask me about what, dear?
The back entry here and these steps, they're just bare. Seems to me some kind of a covering should have been put on there.
Yes, it should.
Well, why wasn't it?
Because you said no.
I said no.
You said no, and you said it most emphatically.
What?
You were, as a matter of fact, sort of screaming hysterically at the time, as I recall.
Screaming
Yes,
hysterically.
you were.
Why do you always...
Mr. Dibble spoke to you about that. He thought we should have the tile floor covering that Mr. Rogers
Screaming
recommended.
hysterically.
And you asked him how much it was, and I forget what he said, and you just hit the ceiling.
Well, I don't remember a thing about it.
Well, that's what happened,
Well,
anyhow.
he wasn't screaming
yes, you were. And Mr.
hysterically.
Dibble said, well, what do you want to put on there then? And you said, I don't care, nothing. You said you'd be darned if you were going to pay any such outrageous price to cover a back entry in 4 steps.
Well, it was probably $100.
No, I think it was 40, something like that.
40. Look, there wasn't one darn thing in this house that only cost $40. Every time I turned around, it was $200 for this and $500 for that.
Well, why don't you just paint the steps? That'd be inexpensive.
No, I don't think paint would look right. I really
Well,
don't.
they certainly need something. It's hard on the wood, you know. Wood will be ruined.
Well, I put the little piece of road on the entryway, but there wasn't enough left for the steps, too.
Hey, look, have we got any varnish left?
Yes, there's some down the basement in the storeroom in a big tin can.
By golly, I'm going to get into my old clothes. It won't take me more than 10 minutes to varnish those steps. And look, be sure everybody remembers not to go in and out of the house this way until it dries.
We'll remember. You're the one who's more likely to forget and come charging up the sticky steps.
Yes, probably. I know me. Well, I'll go change my clothes and get at it.
All right, dear. I'll stir up some waffles, and we can eat as soon as Betsy's had her tea party.
Oh, my heavens, come here, don't miss this.
What's the matter, Aunt Effie?
You should see Mrs. Jones coming down the driveway in her mother's high heel shoes and that fur piece.
Honestly? She's going to trip on it. Where did she get a long piece of fur like that?
It must have come off an old coat.
Dear, come here. Have you started to varnish? Come here, quick.
What do you want?
Come here, quick. Don't miss this. Come here. Come here.
She can't keep the hat on. It keeps falling over her nose. Oh, isn't that the cutest thing?
Come here, quick. Hurry up.
What is it? What
Look
is
out
the
the
matter?
window. Look out the window. Look out the window.
Oh, no. For the love of Mike.
That is Mrs. Jones arriving for tea. I wonder if Mrs. Smith is ready.
Well, I don't know. She wouldn't let me see her when I went upstairs. I think she was into your lipstick.
Oh, well, it washes off.
Now, you know, of course, this is the kind of thing we should have a picture of. My hands are all sticky from the varnish.
Have you finished? I could get out the camera.
No, I just started. Besides, I know we don't have any film.
She's coming up to the door. Now, you two go and sit down in the living room.
No, I've got a varnish.
Just let me introduce you to Mrs. Jones.
All right, golly. Come on, Effie.
Oh, I'll go and bring the tea tray in. I'll be right there.
Now, don't laugh.
No, I won't.
Well, good afternoon, Mrs. Jones. Won't you come in? Mrs. Smith is expecting you. My, isn't this a lovely day?
Oh, yes, it's just a lovely day.
Well, come right on in the living room. I must say you certainly look beautiful, Mrs. Jones.
Thank you, so do you.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, this is my husband. Dear, may I present Mrs. Jones and Mrs. Jones, Mr. Piper.
Well, how do you do, Mrs. Jones?
How do you do?
Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Oh, here, don't trip over your fur piece there. My, that is certainly beautiful. Is that mink?
No, it's Mother's.
I see. Well.
Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Jones is here.
I'll be right down.
Well, tell me, do you have any children, Mrs. Jones?
Oh, yes, I have lots of children.
Oh? How many do you have?
Oh, I have about 15, I guess.
15. My, they certainly keep you busy, don't they? Boys or girls?
Well, I have a few of both.
Well, here's the tea and the cookies. Oh, Mrs. Jones.
Well, doesn't she look simply scrumptious?
Yes, and a beautiful hat.
Thank you.
Well, where's your hostess? Mrs. Smith. Oh, here she comes.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
For the love of Mike. You better teach her how to put on lipstick. Look at that, from ear to ear.
Oh, Daddy.
You go out and do your varnishing now and leave the ladies alone. Go on.
For goodness sakes, if you can't behave correctly at a tea party.
Don't you speak to your guests?
Good afternoon, Mrs. Jones. Good afternoon, Mrs. Smith. Isn't it a lovely day? Oh, yes, just lovely.
Well, you both look lovely, too. Now, you pour the tea, Mrs. Smith, and offer Mrs. Jones a cookie. I'm going out and stir up the waffles.
Oh, by the way, there's no maple syrup. I just looked.
Oh, yes, there's more in the storeroom in the basement.
Well, I'll go and get it now, if you're going to eat early.
All right, second shelf. It's a large can with a handle on top. Now, have you two ladies got everything?
Yes, thank you.
Now, Mrs. Jones may have 2 cookies if she wishes, but Mrs. Smith only 1 for you. We're going to have dinner right away. Daddy wants to work in the yard as much as possible before it gets dark.
Well, there's nothing down here that says maple syrup.
Oh, dear. Excuse me, ladies. Have a nice tea party. What did you say, Aunt Effie?
There is nothing down here that says maple syrup.
Well, I don't think it says it. It's one of those large, shiny metal cans with a flat handle on the top, you know.
Oh, yes. But the only one down here like that says Varnish.
No. It's not. Oh, yes, it is like that, but it... What? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, honestly. Dear.
Don't come out. Look, it's all varnished now. I just closed that door so nobody would barge down the steps here.
Listen, I want to ask you...
Please, no, just let me finish this last step, will you, boy? No wonder I never get anything done around here. I get interrupted every 2 seconds.
Well, but dear...
No, honey, now, look, could I just finish this last step?
Yes. Go on. Finish. I'll wait.
We'll return to the couple next door in just a moment. You know, at this time of the year, the call of the open road is a tempting one. We all know that freedom from responsibility, from homework and studies, is an alluring prospect. Trouble with it is, there's no future in it. But literally, no future. The era of the self-made man is virtually over. Today's go-getter went and got an education first. Young men and women approaching the final drive of the school year with rugged final exams to boot, understandably yearn for an easy out, quitting school now. Well, these young people should realize such a hasty exit is statistically an exit from everything desirable in life. Higher achievement, higher income, higher living standards. Before a young person quits school today, he or she should ask this question. Is this temporary freedom worth a lifetime of low income and inferior living standards? The odds say that's exactly what it'll mean. So stay in school, graduate, and if possible, go on to college.
For heaven's sakes, didn't you tell him?
He did not want to be interrupted. He wanted to finish varnishing the bottom step.
Oh.
Anyhow, I'm not sure. I have to ask him. I want to see where he got the varnish. If that's... Have you finished, dear?
Don't come down. Yeah, I just got this little dab right here. Just finishing up. There we are. Hey, that doesn't look too bad, but I think maybe I should have gotten some new varnish. I think this had gotten kind of old. Well, anyhow, I'm sorry, darling. What was it you wanted to tell me?
It's too late now, I think.
Oh, now, come on, honey. Don't be that way. Tell me.
No, it's nothing, really.
Oh, sweetie, please, I'm tired. Now, come on, will you?
Well, taste the varnish you just used.
Huh? Do what? Taste it?
Never mind. I just did. It is.
What's the matter with you two?
You have varnished the steps with maple syrup.
Maple syrup? Maple syrup?
Well, I can see how it happened. It is the same kind of can that the varnish is in.
Maple syrup?
Yes,
dear.
You better get busy and clean it off right away, or you'll attract all the flies and bees in the neighborhood.
Maple syrup?
Yes, maple syrup.
Here's the can.
Well, it's the same kind.
There's Dibble on it, right on the top, Dibble.
That's right. Mr. Dibble has a brother who lives in Vermont, and every year he sends Mr. Dibble a lot of maple syrup, and Mr. Dibble gave us
Maple
that.
syrup?
Oh, don't look at me. It's not my fault.
Maple syrup.
Didn't you notice it seemed different?
Yeah, I did, but...
Really, dear.
Oh, boy, what a sap I turned out to be.
Honey.
The Couple Next Door is written by Peg Lynch and stars Peg Lynch and Ethel Bunce with Margaret Hamilton, Francie Myers, and Lisa Ronning, and is produced by Walter Hart.